students. This is the third lesson on the topic measurement of angles from trigonometry. Let us start with, in the last lesson I discussed some of the problems of applications of hexadecimals and decimal and circular measurement of angles. Let us take up here one or two main problems of this chapter. The question is now, what is the sexagesimal measure of an angle? What is the sexagesimal measure of an angle whose circular measure is 1. That is, what he wants to say in this case, that in case of 1 radian, how many degrees, minutes and seconds are there? That is conversion from circular system to the sexagesimal system. So we start with, see the solution. We have pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi degrees. Now take help of the value of pi, because we want in degrees. It is divided 2 upon 7. This becomes 7 into 180 upon 22. This much degrees. Here it is degrees. Now it is, see, this will cancel out, 9630 upon 11 degrees. Check out. It is 630 upon 11 degrees. Let us now find out the complete degrees on one side. 630, actually division 11 5s are 55, 80, 11 7s are 77. It is 3. This you can do on the right hand side of the sheet. 57 degrees complete. Now 3 degrees are left. 3 degrees are left means 1 degree is 60 minutes. Let us now convert into minutes. This is equal to 180 minutes. So we say 11 ones, 7 70, 11 6, 66. It is 4. Now 4 minutes are left. These are the minutes. Now convert them into seconds. Scale 60 seconds. That becomes 240. So it is 11 2s are 22, 20, 11 ones are 1.9 minutes approximately. Check out. These calculations on the right hand side of the sheet. Therefore, we say 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees. Therefore, 57 degrees. Then we have, in this case, 16 minutes and 22.9. That is 21.9. That is 22 seconds approximately. Yes, approximately. But you see, precaution is there that never put up any comma in between this. It's the way of representing the system from radians to degrees, minutes and seconds. I think it is clear. Now if it is clear, take one question more. I will put up before you. It is, the question is, in a right angled triangle, in a right angled triangle, the difference between the difference between two acute angles is pi by 9. Pi by 9. This is in the radian, full stop. We say express in degrees, express the angles in degrees. See now, this is the question, check karo. In a right angle triangle, the difference between two acute angles is pi by 9 in circular system. Express in degree. You see, because we have a right angled triangle, therefore A plus B is equal to, in this case, देखो, he says A plus B, sum of the angles is 90 degrees. Also, A minus B is pi by 9, that is 20 degrees. Now you can put up a reason, because pi is equal to 180 degrees, pi radians. Now the problem is, you see where A and B are two angles, where A, B are acute angles. See, this is number 1, this is number 2. So first of all, adding, we have 2A is equal to like 110 degrees. So A becomes 55 degrees. Similarly, by subtracting, we have 2B is equal to, this is 70 degrees. So B becomes equal to 35 degrees. Therefore, the angles are 55 degrees, 35 degrees, like this. That is, we are supposed to find out the angles in degrees. This is another way, another problem we can talk about on this. Now take one more question. See, one more question I put up before you. Yes, the angles I put up before you, the angles of a triangle, the angles of a triangle, the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. So find the angles. Find the angles in radians. See, this is another problem on the same topic. Now let us talk about the solution. Let ABC be the angles of a triangle. Be the angles of a triangle. Therefore, by the given question, A upon 1 is equal to B upon 2 is equal to C upon 3. Now these are the angles of a triangle. Moreover, from the basic classes, we know ratio proportions A plus B plus C upon 1 plus 2 plus 3. That is 180 upon 6. This is equal to 30 degrees. See, use here the basic concept of ratio proportions. Therefore, A is equal to 30 degrees, B is equal to 60 degrees, C is equal to 90 degrees. Now these are the angles in degrees, but we want the angles in radians. Therefore, it is pi by 3, pi by 6, pi by 3, and pi by 2, respectively in radians. These are in degrees. So this is the way how we find out the angles in degrees or radians. See now, the basics of measurement of angles, relation between the three systems we have done, and moreover, what we have is that the radian is a constant angle. Let us take up here one more. Now we take up an article as we discussed last time in the previous lesson. Article here is again a very important case to show that the number of radians in an angle subtended, radian in an angle subtended at the center of a circle, by an arc is equal to arc upon the radius. That is, theta is equal to L upon R. We can just go for the proof even for this case. Very simple case here. The proof is, draw a circle with center O and the radius OA is equal to R. Cut off arc AB, join cut off arc AB is equal to R, join OA OB. Now by definition, this angle is 1 radian. Again, cut off arc ABC. See here, cut off arc ABC equal to the length L. This is L, and the angle here is, say, this is theta. As we know that the angles at the center of a circle are proportional to the arcs subtending them, therefore angle AOC upon angle AOB. Angle AOC upon angle AOB is equal to, yes, arc ABC upon arc AB. That is, theta is equal to theta upon 1 radian. Theta upon 1 radian is equal to L upon R. That is, theta becomes equal to L upon R radians. Therefore, here the main point is to be noted that L and R may be in meters or in centimeters, but theta will always be taken in radians. This is the main condition, that when you apply this formula, theta must always be in radians. L and R may be in meters or in centimeters. Now based on this, I put up a question before you. The question is like this: find the ratio. Find the ratio of radii. Find the ratio of radii of two circles. Find the ratio of radii of two circles at the centers of which, two equal arcs subtend angles of 65 degrees angles of 65 degrees, 110 degrees respectively. See, this is the question. A major problem of this application. The question is find the ratio of radii of two circles at the centers of which two equal arcs subtend angles of 65 degrees and 110 degrees respectively. Dekho, here the solution is arcs are equal. Arcs are of equal length. Equal length. Say L each. Now change the angles in radians. That is, first of all, let us talk about theta 1. Talk about theta 1. That is, we have 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. Therefore, 65 degrees is equal to 65 upon 180 into pi radians. That becomes like 13 pi upon, it is 36. This much radians. So this theta 1 becomes equal to like 13 pi upon 6, 36. Similarly, theta 2 will be equal to, in the same way, 11 pi upon 18. This is theta 2. Now, keeping in mind that we have theta 1, theta 2 in the radians, use theta is equal to L upon R. Therefore, theta is equal to L upon R, or R is equal to L upon theta. This is the formula, as we have proved previously. Now here, therefore, R1 upon R2 is L upon R1. See, this is L upon theta 1. Make this theta 1 into theta 2 upon L. Therefore, that is, R is equal to L upon theta. That is L upon theta 1, then R2 upon, this is theta 2 upon L. This will go. And we have theta 2. Theta 2 is 11 pi upon 18 into, this is how much? 36 upon 13 pi. Now this pi will go, 82s are, the value is 22 upon 13. Therefore, R1 is to R2 is 22 upon 13. 22 is to 13. This is the way how we apply this theta is equal to L upon R. Just once again I can repeat. Find the ratio of the radii of two circles at the centers of which two equal arcs subtend angles of 65 degrees, 110 degrees. So arcs are equal, of equal length, therefore L is same. Apply the formula, convert first of all into radians, theta 1, theta 2. And then apply here theta is equal to L upon R, we get the formula. I think it is clear. Okay? Let us take one more question. On the same, theta is equal to L upon R. Let's go. Take up another problem. The question is, large hand of a clock is 42 centimeters long. How much distance does its tip, मतलब extremity, moves in 20 minutes? Large hand का मतलब बड़ी सुई. There are two hands in the clock. बड़ी सुई जो है उसको कह रहे हैं large hand. The large hand of a clock is 42 centimeters long. Therefore, we say the angle, see the solution here. Angle traced by the large hand. By the large hand. Angle traced by the large hand in 60 minutes is equal to 360 degrees. Check out. Therefore, the angle traced by the large hand in 1 minute is 6 degrees. And therefore, the angle traced by the large hand in 20 minutes is 120 degrees. When you convert this now, theta is equal to 120 degrees. Convert into radians. It comes here 2 pi by 3. Therefore, the scale you can use 180 degrees is equal to pi radians, and therefore 120 degrees is 120 upon 180 into pi radians. That is 2 pi by 3 radians. The large hand of a clock, the radius is 42 centimeters. Therefore, L is we have to find out. So apply the formula, theta is equal to L upon R, and therefore L becomes here equal to R. This is L. The distance traveled, L is equal to R theta. R theta. The radius is 42. Theta is 2 by 3. Pi is double 2 by 7. Therefore, it is 88 centimeters. See this is the question. The distance traveled is 88 centimeters. Now, one more question on the case of sexagesimal systems and decimal system. The question is, if G d theta denotes the number of grades, degrees and radians in an angle, show that G minus D is 20 theta upon pi. This is also a good question, very important. See here, therefore solution for this case, let the angle be x right angles. Take up the angle as x right angles. Verify this. Suppose kalo the angle is x right angle. Therefore, see please. Therefore, one right angle is equal to 90 degrees. So x right angles is equal to 90x. This is equal to D. X right angles in terms of degrees. Similarly, x right angles is equal to 100 grades. 100 grades. 100x you can take. X right angle is 100x. This is G. And now we have in case of a right angle, that is one right angle is equal to pi by 2, because two right angle is pi radians, so one right angle is pi by 2. X right angle is pi x upon 2. This is theta given. So therefore we have in this case, see please, here you can come, see, x is equal to d upon 90, x is equal to d upon 90, then again x is equal to g upon 100, and again x is equal to 2 theta upon pi. This we can put up in the form of a result. D upon 90 is equal to g upon 100 is equal to 2 theta upon pi. This is one result. But we want here g minus d also. So g minus d. Dekho, from above, g minus d, 100x minus 90x is 10x. 10x, x is how much? Like here we have, it is 20 theta upon pi. This also, there are two questions involved in this case. In this very form he can ask a question, or in this very form he can ask a question. But this is an important case. Now one more question I want to discuss with you. Find the circular measure of an angle, internal angle. That is, we have to find out in the internal angle in circular system of a regular polygon of n sides. Therefore, for this case, sum of n exterior angles, basic classes हैं, sum of n exterior angles of a regular polygon of n sides. This is a very important case. The sum of n exterior angles of a regular polygon of n sides is 360 degrees. Therefore, each exterior angle is 360 upon n degrees. Each exterior angle is 360 upon n degrees, and therefore each interior angle is 180 minus 360 upon n degrees. 180 outside, 1 minus 2 upon n degrees. Now we have to find out in the radians. He says find the circular measure, apply the scale. 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. 1 degree pi upon 180 radians. Therefore 180 into n minus 2 upon n degrees is pi upon 180 into 180 n minus 2 upon n such radians. Therefore, this will go, the value becomes like n minus 2 upon n into pi radians. So this is the angle, internal angle of a regular polygon of n sides. Similarly, we can have 6 sides, 8 sides, 12 sides, and so on. But the general is this part. Now see, almost the types of the questions I have discussed before you covers the topic of measurement of angles. On the basis of this, keeping in mind these problems, you can consult the books from NCERT or somewhere. You will find everywhere the hints and the questions you can solve, keeping in mind these steps which I have explained. But still, if you find any problem from NCERT or from any other book like R.D. Sharma or Pradeep, whatever it is, you can just put up a message. Okay? You can write on the confirmation or the information blog, wherever it is there. Or you can or you can put up your comments. But in the comment box we can say. Okay? So almost this chapter I have covered, but still if I find some more problems regarding keeping in mind this entrance examination also, that I will take up in my 4th lesson. But today almost we are able to finalize in these 2 or 3 lessons the measurement of angles. And whenever we meet now for the next lesson, there we shall introduce the trigonometrical, the circular trigonometrical ratios in all the 4 quadrants. Thank you.